Dallas travels to Chicago to take on the Bears. I'll give you some stats, give you opinion on the side, the total. And of course, it's me. We're going to go over some player props. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andy from Wager Talk. I'm going to tell you why I like Dallas in this game here. Let's start with some of the stats on these two teams. It's only been two games, but some of the defensive numbers are quite startling. We'll start with some passing stats. The Bears have given up the most passing touchdowns this season. The Cowboys are second worst in allowing completion percentage. So when teams are scoring on Chicago, it's through the air. When teams throw on Dallas, they're completing a lot of passes. The Bears are fifth worst in yards per rush allowed. So when teams are running on the Bears, they're getting big chunks of yards. And the Cowboys are tied for the most rushing TDs allowed. So when they get in close, teams are able to score against Dallas on the ground. And overall, these teams are 30th and 28th in yards allowed. So I don't think that's breaking news that these two teams struggle on defense, but some of the numbers are pretty bad. Offense, the Bears are middle of the road in passing yards per attempt. Cowboys, a little bit of the same. Caleb Williams, last year, his QBR rating was 14 points higher at home and on the road. He had fewer interceptions, fewer sacks, higher completion percentage, higher average per completion. He was much better at home. The stats bared that out. As far as running game, both teams are pretty good in yards per carry, 4.8 for the Bears and 5.1 for the Cowboys. I know the Dallas having a pretty good running game may have been a little bit of surprise as Javonte Williams was their feature number one. And also Dallas third in plays per game and Chicago 12th. Now, Dallas being third in plays per game includes that overtime, but still, take out that overtime. These are teams that are in the top 12 in plays per game. By the way, congratulations if you knew that. Cleveland has the most plays per game in the NFL this season. Pretty interesting stuff there. All right, here's why I like Dallas. You go back and you look at Dak Prescott when he starts on the road, and a little bit of a front runner here. When they play great teams and good teams on the road, they lose or the games are real close. When they play teams that struggle, they really have a lot of success. Now, he didn't play all of last year, but he starts off the season with big win at Cleveland. We know about them. Beats the Giants at New York. Beats Pittsburgh on the road. But then they go to San Francisco in Prescott's next start after the bye week, and they lose by 6 on the road, San Francisco, and then he gets hurt. But we go back to 2023, and it's more of the same. Huge win at the Giants, who are bad. Big win by 8 points at Arizona. They go to San Francisco. They lose. They lose on the road to Philly. They win big at Carolina. They lose big at Buffalo. They win in Miami. So if you think the team that they're playing is not good, Dak tends to have quite a bit of success. And there's something not right with the Chicago Bears team, and I'm focusing on the defense. Caleb Williams, his issues have been gone over ad nauseum. I don't need to go over those. But this Bears defense, thought it was going to be a lot better than it's been through a couple years. Maybe there's low morale. Maybe there's just not a lot of excitement when they're seeing the offense kind of trip and stumble. But there's something about the Bears defense that is not clicking. And we know the Dallas defense isn't good, but I think this Dallas offense is going to be able to go in there and score some points and put this Chicago Bears offense on their heels. I'm going to lean for Dallas to go on the road and get the win. I know they didn't look very good against the Giants, but I think that win gives them a little bit of boost. I will lean for Dallas to go on the road and get the win. As far as the total, we're at 50.5. It's a huge number. It's warranted. I'm not going to tell you to take the under. I'm not going to play it. I would lean Dallas over their team total, but I'm not going to be playing any of the totals in this game because the books are ahead of this one. You're going to have to pay a pretty penny to get the overs in this game. As far as props go, Caleb Williams to not throw an interception. This is a rinse and repeat. This play is 13-5 in his career. He had an interception last week. We're coming right back to it. I'm also playing Dak to not throw an interception. The Bears only one interception to 2 games. That was with J.J. McCarthy. They only had 11 total last year. And these teams, their defenses allow such a high completion percentage that I just don't think there's going to be a lot of errant passes and there's going to be a lot of wide open receivers. So both quarterbacks to not throw an interception. Rome Odunze has clearly separated himself as the number one. Caleb Williams has 3 touchdown passes, all of them to Odunze. He's plus 155 as a touchdown score. If you think there's going to be a lot of points and you think Caleb Williams is going to throw a touchdown, stats are telling you that it's going to Rome Odunze. I like DeAndre Swift over 14.5 rush attempts. He only had 12 last week against the Lions, but they were getting absolutely steamrolled. Week 1 in a close game against Minnesota, he had 17. So I think this game is going to be close. I do not think the Bears get away from their run game. If anything, they may want to try and get DeAndre Swift going early because of the Cowboys tied for the most rushing touchdowns allowed. Bears fifth worst in yards per rush allowed. So if you're Chicago, try and keep your defense off the field and try and get DeAndre Swift going. So there's some props. Lean for Dallas to go on the road and get the win. Our NFL props pack is up. It is live. It gets you every single play that we're going to have Sunday and Monday. I couldn't be happier with our hit rate. We're hitting 58% on our NFL plays in this season. That's the perfect percentage to be at. It's profitable and it's sustainable. We always talk about, obviously, you don't want to have a losing percentage. But I don't want to be at 75% winners after week 2 because we know what's coming, regression. So we can keep up this over the long haul. We're going to be in really, really good shape. Really happy with the reads. And these are plays that we bet with our own money. This is what I've used to build up a bankroll. You guys have heard me talk about this. When we put out a play, we bet it. This is our bankroll that we turned $10,000 into $65,000. We're on our road to millions with this. So props, I believe, is where it's at. This is where we do most of our damage. We're well over 30 units this year just in props across different sports. College football best bet. This is another big part of our portfolio, our college football team totals. Long term, we've hit 64% of these at Wager Talk. It was over several years, so this is not a small sample size. We're coming off of a loss last week. We had Oregon to get over 37.5. They somehow landed on 34 with multiple chances to get over. I do not know how we lost that one, but it happens. That one is locked and loaded. So we have our college football best bet that is up. We have our NFL prop pack that is up. If you'd like everything, Wager Talk is running a special, the Weekend Warrior. It's $49, and it gets you every football play that we're going to have. Spreads, props, parlays, anything that we have for college, NFL, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is included in that. Would highly encourage you to partner up with us and invest in football this weekend. Let's make it a profitable one. You can get there by going to wt.buzz/AL, and if you could, please hit the like button. Leave me a comment below. Tell me what you like in this game. I always love reading the comments and seeing what you guys up. Don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to check out Wager Talk today, every day, Monday through Friday, noon Eastern, and Fridays is a huge episode. We do Football Fridays. It's a huge breakdown of all NFL college spreads with the Steam Report. We go over individual games. We go over Survivor. We go over Westgate contest picks. So great show. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Good luck on your plays this weekend, and take care.